Dragon Ball Superhero film's success or lack thereof, because somebody did the calculations and it says here that Dragon Ball Superhero crosses the 1 billion yen mark. That's not $1 billion, 1 billion yen at the Japanese box office. And by the way, the other day people were clowning on me because I messed up and I was calling everything 100,000. Y'all know what I meant at the end of the day. Relax. At the Japanese box office after a week of its release. For comparison though, Battle of Gods hit 1 billion in 5 days, Resurrection F hit 1 billion in 6 days, and Broly did it in 3. So pretty much it took over double the time of what it took Broly for Dragon Ball Superhero's film to hit that mark. And I'm gonna be honest with you, because I see a lot of people caping for it, and don't get me wrong, I'm very excited for this film. My whole perspective after seeing a lot of what's to come with this film has changed. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm not thrilled about 3D CG, but I'm looking forward to it for the most part. However, you gotta call a spade, because people are caping and saying that, oh, it was released in limited theaters. Well, yo dog, that don't mean shit. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba's Mugen Train film, at the height of the pandemic, #1 grossing Japanese film out there. At the end of the day, there's no excuse. I don't want to hear that it was in limited theaters. Why was it in limited theaters? Because not that many theaters were rushing to get it and probably didn't want to get it, and at the end of the day knew it wasn't going to be a big hitter, like at the end of the day most of us called to begin with. This is pretty much one of the least successful opening weeks for a Dragon Ball film. I know they want to sweep it under the rug, give excuses or whatever. Y'all can do all of that, but the facts are the facts, and that's that. Yeah, the 3D CG whole idea, the lack of marketing towards the things that people want, them going a different direction of trying to be family friendly and all that jazz, has backfired and showcased that at the very least on opening it's not doing great. That's not to say that the back end won't be bigger than if they would have just contributed straight up to, hey, we want the battle heads. Like if they would have marketed this thing from rip off of like, yo, Cell returns or whatever the heck is going to happen in this film, then it would have been a different story. I think the turnout would have been humongous for the most part, but because it's not until leaks and last minute things and everything has been marketed towards just family friendly stuff, it's going to tank at the start. But there's a huge possibility for major success on the back end with, you know, TV deals, Blu-rays, all that stuff, because of the family friendly thing where they could penetrate markets that Dragon Ball probably couldn't have prior to this, because it's like, oh, that's the fighting shit, right? Yeah, look, the trailer shows him just throwing big blasts. When you put it in a different light of, no, hey, look, it's the alien and he's taking care of the little girl that is like a granddaughter to him and shit like that. It's a different ball game, and it could go in different directions. So while it's probably not doing the greatest, and yeah, it is tanking off rip, I think on the back end it could be a whole new avenue for Dragon Ball and a whole new section of fandom that it couldn't reach to begin with. So yeah, we got to be honest, it's not doing good as any of the previous films in the last decade or so, but that doesn't mean that it won't do big on the grand scheme of things down the road. I'm imagining Toei Animation planned for all this, because just like, for example, taking a manga like Chainsaw Man and putting in a Shonen Jump, that was so daring of them, like, oh my god, something so crude. They're trying to go after different markets, Spy Family, family friendly. They want to do that, and I think that's where they're going with Dragon Ball, and the back end might be bigger, but as it stands right now, no, it is definitely a flop in comparison to the previous films. And it doesn't matter about limited releases, because if they really wanted, they would put it in all the theaters that they possibly can. That's the whole point, make money. So yeah, we gotta call a spade a spade. It's not doing well. Let's see what it does in the West though, because I think the West is still going to try and, you know, save the day, so to speak. I know I'm excited about the Gohan and Piccolo related stuff, and that's the main reason why I'm running to the theater come August.